Well, we have here a very sad looking old fiddle. Belongs to a good friend of mine, and it was, I believe, her grandfather's. So we're going to try and not make it brand new, but at least make it look like it's a violin instead of firewood. The finish is pretty much gone. It's badly entrenched with dirt and DNA, I guess. The finish on the sides is, at least there's something there. And it looks like maybe somebody has tried to refinish it because there's a lot of scratch marks and so on in here. We'll try and clean that up as best we can. The fingerboard is just coming off in chunks. Most of it was missing. This section in here is pretty much gone. It's got some very unique tuners on it. They're a metal tuner with a friction disc in them, and they look to be original. I checked inside this, and it's not a Stradivarius. Who knew? Most of them are marked Stradivarius, at least Stradivarius copies. This one is Franciscus, yes. And I don't know the last name yet. I'll figure that out, I'm sure. Apparently this was built in Germany about 1810, so it's almost older than I am. I don't think there ever was a chin piece on here, at least according to the lady that owns this now. She never saw it with one, and I don't see any marks of one. Usually you'll see some. No, that's just a chip. So we're gonna put a new fretboard or a new fingerboard, and we're gonna strip it, and I'll probably do a French polish on it to restore the finish, and we'll get it all cleaned up, and it'll probably only hang on a wall, so we don't have to worry about making it super playable, or the symphony won't be using this one, let's put it that way. So that's all I can tell you for now. I've got some parts on order. I need some new strings, of course. I need a fretboard, a fingerboard, and it's easiest just to order that as a blank, and then I'll cut it down to fit. So there we go. That's the start. So now we're gonna at least take this apart and get all the pieces gone. The strings are rotten. I've got the finish all sanded off, and now I'm reinstalling the lines. There's a couple of kind of purfling lines that go around these things, and that's all disappeared with the sanding. So now I'm doing this by hand. Get this double line in. noticed that before, but it's coming apart. Have to glue that up. Clean it out first. So now all the violin critics are going to be upset with me because I'm going to use tight bond. But I think it's the right choice. For this particular situation. Some water, clean this up. today I'm going to start French polishing the back of this, maybe more. Let's see how far we get. So I've got some not quite 2-pound varnish mix in here. Okay, measured a little lightly, but that's okay because I don't have to water it down as bad. I'm going to make this into a wad. Okay. I don't do this often, so all you experts out there can tell me I'm doing it wrong, but make sure that we don't stop on the finish. That's the main requirement here. Because this is an alcohol-based stain, it's going to want to take the stain with it. So we're going to just kind of go over it lightly here and seal it first. Well, we're moving forward. Just today I got in a new fretboard for the Fiddle here, and I've got it. I had to do a little bit of planing off the edges to get it to fit. It was just a little bit wide, but that was to be expected. And other than that, it looks pretty awesome. I'm not sure if I can use the old nut on it, but they did send me another piece of ebony material that I can make a nut out of if I need to, so we'll check that out here momentarily. But as well, I've been applying some finish in French polish style to this, and I think it's looking pretty good. I've probably got 20 coats on here already, but this goes on really thin, and I'm just about to put another coat on here. So I'm not a French polish expert, but I've done a few of them, and the secret is not stopping on the finish. So I think I've got a good blend of shellac to alcohol. It's not too heavy, and so I'm not having to add too much extra alcohol to it. But it's I'll try and do it in a circular fashion here first, and get a few rotations around here. I've intentionally left some mottling in the stain and in the finish, because this is going to be a wall hanger. That's not going to be played. So I'm trying to maintain some of the 1810 vintage of it, and not just trying to make it look like a new fiddle. With a few bruises and marks and stuff, and I've kind of almost enhanced some of that a little bit. Again, we want it to look old, we want it to look well cared for. At least that's my goal. starts getting too tacky, you can add a few drops of oil onto the surface, and allows you to slide a little bit better, and I'm starting to get just about to that point. Well, I forgot to turn the camera on as I put the strings on here tonight. Strings showed up today, and these tuners are awesome. I haven't used those before, but I think they're original back in the 1800s. And the French polish came out nicely on this. It's got that bit of a mottled effect that makes it definitely look like it's old, but it's really in nice shape. Back is nice and clean, and I've got the original bridge on it here as well, and it's a little bit low, but I'm going to leave it like that because it's the original and it's not going to get played anyway. So there, it's all done. It's incredibly alive. It just, you just touch it and it just wants to ring. So I think it would sound really good. I'm not a violin player, so I can't give you any tunes on it, but that's the end product for this old fiddle. I think it was probably played as a fiddle, so we'll call it a fiddle.